everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be talking about the different kinds of elements. It all started with the four basic elements that were believed to be air, earth, fire, and water, but now we have expanded to many more elements. Let's talk about the periodic table. It's where all the elements that we've discovered are charted. In total, there are 118 different kinds of elements, and they all have the same setup on this periodic table. It is organized by different categories. There's 10 categories total, which are alkaline metals, alkaline earth metals, transition metals, basic metals, semi-metals, and a lot more. But each element in these categories have a similar characteristic that belongs in one of these categories. Let's talk about what we find in one of these labels. For example, astacine is the rarest element. It has an atomic number of 85, and the atomic number is in each of the 118 elements. This represents how many protons are in each one. Astacine is the rarest element, and this is because it is the result of decaying heavier metals. There's 94 elements that are found naturally on Earth, and others scientists have made by combining different kinds of elements together to make a compound. Let's talk about the main elements. These are the four main elements. There's oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, and hydrogen. You can often find these in your body because these are vital for survival. Oxygen is a colorless gas, and we need oxygen for survival because this is our main source of energy and we breathe from it. The usual labeling unit is red, shown in this picture. Meanwhile, nitrogen is used in explosives as well as it is an odorless gas. Nitrogen is made 78% of the atmosphere, and we are going to move on to carbon. Carbon has an atomic number of 6, and it is found in most of the life forms. Because if there wasn't carbon in a lot of these life forms, then we would not be able to survive. It is so common that even bees and plants both have it. Hydrogen is the lightest element of them all. There's only one proton orbiting the nucleus, and it is made out of 75% of matter. Hydrogen is also very similar to the word hydro, which means water. Now let's talk about the common elements inside of objects. Oxygen and nitrogen are both commonly used in our everyday lives. Oxygen examples include water and carbon dioxide. Even though there's different kinds of elements inside water, one of the main elements that are used to make water is oxygen. Oxygen is found 65% in our body also. Nitrogen, meanwhile, is found in more natural things, but it is used to freeze food. When food is manufactured, some say it is better to freeze food with liquid nitrogen because this makes food preserve for longer. It's also found in grass clippings after you mow your lawns, as well as 5% of all coffee grounds. Let's talk about chemical reactions. There's different kinds of reactions that elements can make when they are mixed together. Some are compounds and others are mixtures. When you go to a special event, they usually host fireworks shows, but there's different colors of fireworks, and each are made from a different compound of elements. For example, red fireworks are made from strontium, which has an atomic number of 38. Meanwhile, white fireworks have the atomic number of 12 and magnesium. Green fireworks have barium inside, and orange fireworks have calcium. Yellow fireworks have sodium, which has an atomic number of 11, and blue fireworks have copper. And as you can see, the red fireworks and blue fireworks elements can combine together to create the violet firework, which is a combination of strontium and copper. Another form of chemical reactions is when your soda is fizzling. You can often tell the difference between soda and a normal juice because the bubbles are always rising to the top. The result of the soda fizzing is because the carbonic acid is releasing carbon dioxide, which means the bubbles are slowly floating to the top. However, when you do an experiment which involves Mentos and, for example, a Coke, it's a different kind of chemical reaction. Instead of a chemical reaction, it is a physical reaction which does not have to do with chemicals. Let's talk about one of the main kinds of chemical reactions, and this is rusting. Rusting will interfere with oxygen and as well as iron. In watery, humid conditions, this is very easily to rust. And whenever something rusts, it will turn a brownish color. This is because when iron is exposed to oxygen over water, this will create little brown dots like this. There's also pool rust in the water. So when you go to a hotel or like a very old swimming pool, you'll usually see pool rust, which looks like this. And lastly, my opinion about elements is that there's different uses and properties in each one, so we can use it to make new materials for more futuristic buildings. Or also, this is a major part of our science because every scientist needs to know these different kinds of elements with their unique traits. We will still be on the lookout for new elements, but for now we have only 118 elements. As a conclusion, thanks for watching because elements are such a great part of life, and it's been growing ever since we found out 4 different kinds of elements. Thank you for watching.